There we go. Links are out. Stories are out there.
Storied.
So Dory from Finding Nemo, she's up on Twitter. Hello, everybody. How's it going? We're here. We're kind of doing an impromptu stream here because things didn't really work out as planned over on AJ's channel. So we're just like, wait, you know what? We'll just shoot the shit on here, and I don't know.
Yeah, because my dumb laptop was being annoying and useless. So I just bit the bullet and was like, let's do it on your channel.
Yeah, sure.
I can't take this.
It's just like, I don't want to be delayed anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put this much effort into this.
Yeah, I told him afterwards though.
I mean, you can obviously.
Yeah.
You can obviously tell how much effort I put into my YouTube videos.
I did tell him though that I will show him how to stream like I do over here, like the kind of setup that I have, and you know how it all works out. So
I will someday be smart enough to do the streaming.
You think I'm smart? I just found it out on YouTube. Like, I just was like, man, I don't feel like using Zoom anymore, because it was around the time in December that I was starting to like, oh, you can only use it for 45 minutes. I'm like,
oh yeah, unless you get unless you pay for it.
Yeah, it was like a premium subscription or something, and I'm just like, fuck that. So, I remembered that I always wanted to use OBS more often, so it's just like, I'm sure you can use like Discord or something with it. And it turns out you can actually use Zoom on here too. Like, if you wanted to stream through Zoom, you can do that. But Discord I use like all the time. Like, I use it pretty much every day. So it's just like,
yeah, figure out how to. Because I mean, I talk to people a lot on here. I do the Speaking Nerd podcast on here.
Right. So.
And this stream.
This stream is not a part of the Speaking Nerd podcast, but so yeah, I was just like, how do I do it? And then I looked up a couple of tutorials and somehow got it all to work, and here we are now. I got everything all set up and organized, and I can just like switch on a whim on, you know, podcasts, or if I feel like doing reactions, then I can just switch between them, and it all works out pretty nicely. So
I need to try a reaction sometime. I've never done it.
Yeah.
No one can be as good as Kevin Smith. Reactions. Did you see his video when he reacted to the death of Henry Allen? The Flash?
Not that video specifically, but I remember when he put out his reaction to the season 1 finale. He was just blubbering.
No,
like a baby.
it was season 1 finale.
Yeah, okay. He's just blubbering like a baby. Just,
yeah.
Yeah, but
can't say I didn't have a similar reaction.
Were you in tears?
There are a few things that can get me into tears, but season 1 of Flash. It's some solid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty great finale too.
Yeah. Probably the best finale.
In terms of like superhero shows, like it's definitely up there for sure.
I mean, I meant for the Flash.
Yeah, the Flash too. I really like the season 2 finale. Like, I wouldn't say it's not better than
Yeah.
season 1, but like, for me, it's right up there.
I mean, it's a grander scale.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and then they did
Teddy Sears is a
Flashpoint,
great bad guy.
yeah, yeah, and
Still can't believe Flashpoint was an episode.
yeah, just one single episode.
Like if I did it, it would be like half season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it could lead into the crossover episode, and the crossover episodes would like close Flashpoint.
The way I'd have it is that, like, the season starts in the fall, so you'd have it, like, I'd have Flashpoint start from the fall up until around Christmas time. So
That's why I said the crossover.
Okay.
Because that's usually around December.
Right.
And for Flashpoint Batman, I'd make it Flashpoint Green Arrow, and have the actor of Robert Queen.
Robert Queen, yeah.
Then he writes a letter to Oliver. And then we get Stephen Amell sobbing.
That would have been a whole lot better than what we got with just being like, "Hey Barry, let's go kill your mother and, fix everything."
And we could probably have. Okay, so we could have Robert Queen. I don't know, either impale the Reverse Flash with a sword, or yeah, the sword would still work because it wasn't unique to the Batman. For Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Probably have to change that part in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do have the Themyscirans, so you could have Hot Girl. Is like one side. And don't know who would be in the role of Aquaman.
Mm. I'm still really worried about the movie because they're obviously doing the Flashpoint storyline, but
it's basically not Flashpoint.
Yeah, it's just the more and more news that comes out about it, it's literally has nothing to do with Flashpoint. And
yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I just really don't.
Did you see that news that came out today about the that they finally started filming the movie?
What?
Yeah.
So you're telling me they haven't been filming it all this time?
No.
Are they morons? I mean, like, the Batman is finished filming.
Yes.
My gosh, the production of this movie is abysmal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone through so many directors and so many writers, so many everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not even sure if Michael Keaton's going to be in it. He's like, maybe, maybe not.
Well, I saw a report come out today about that. Like they put a thing on Instagram where they were like teasing the filming. Like they took a photo of like the inside of Ben Affleck's Batmobile. So it was just like, oh, okay.
I think that was Keaton's Batmobile.
Yeah, they had two of them. One of them was like the interior of like the Ben Affleck Batmobile, and then the other photo was like the front, like the kind of I don't know what you'd call it, but the front of the
circular thing.
Yeah,
in the front.
Yeah, it's like the front of the Keaton Batmobile. So I guess he's a part of it, but I don't know.
It's the most confusing production of any movie ever.
Yeah, it's just a it's just been a very muddled and like crazy ride so far.
I know it's just gonna be a hilarious mess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can say about what I think the quality of this movie is gonna be.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna be great.
No.
I don't even think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. It's just I'm really worried about it. So
I'm not sure which sounds worse, the Flash movie or the Spider-Man movie. Probably the Spider-Man movie.
Probably Spider-Man, because we know.
Because we now know that Doc Ock is going to be the same Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2, which is going to ruin his arc. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, John Watts.
Mm-hmm.
But based on one piece of news I saw, John Watts might not be the perpetrator of all of this trash.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said he wanted to do Craven. So maybe they've been telling him what to do the entire time.
Yeah.
Avi Arad is whispering in his ear.
So you better do that fucking multiverse like you like we wanted to.
You better put Venom in it.
This is why like I don't really blame, like when it comes to like the Marvel movies and stuff, I don't really blame directors, because like Marvel already has an idea of what the movie's gonna be. And like
I mean, like I was wrong in blaming John Watts like for all of the Spider-Man movies, because it's likely it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Like the dude said he wanted to make these Spider-Man movies like John Hughes Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's just more going along like studio guidelines and whatever else. Like,
yeah. The worst thing about it is they're they're pretty soulless movies.
Mm-hmm.
With something like Batman and Robin, you can tell there's a vision behind that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no vision with these Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, it just feels like it's like off an assembly line or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was working on my Spider-Man Come Home today. The like my fan sequel to Far From Home.
Yeah.
I had been writing. First 10 to 15 minutes is just the origin story of Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Because Marvel didn't care enough to, put any of that in any of Tom Holland's movies.
Well, that feels so strange to me, because when they said like, oh, we're gonna reinvent Spider-Man again, we're not gonna do the origin story, and everybody was just like, okay, cool. Like we've already seen it twice in like the first two series, I guess. Like we saw Uncle Ben die, we saw him get his spider powers. Like, we're not doing it
I can
again.
understand. I can understand like just not going through the entire origin story, and like starting after he's been Spider-Man for a while, but not mentioning Uncle Ben whatsoever is a disservice to the character.
Mm-hmm.
Because Uncle Ben is, I mean, I will continue to say this. People can call me you're Remy Shill, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Ben is the most important of the Spider-Man mythos. Because like Smallville makes Superman Superman. Uncle Ben and his death and his message of what with great power comes great responsibility
Mm-hmm.
is what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man.
Right.
So if you don't mention him whatsoever, then you've got a soulless Spider-Man. And if Spider-Man doesn't face any consequences to his actions, or take responsibility for any of his mistakes, you got a soulless Spider-Man. Which is exactly what Tom Holland's Spider-Man is. And people are free to enjoy it, but I just don't think it's good.
I really think, like, looking back on it, like, I think when it comes to Spider-Man in the MCU, like, Civil War was, like, at his best.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
The Russos did Spider-Man better than John... Well, I won't say John Watts.
Sony.
Sony. Then what Sony has done in these two Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
So there's the lesson for you. The Russos should direct the Spider-Man movies. And then after they're done, they'll say that the Spider-Man movies were a nuanced metaphor for the 2016 election.
It was all a sham.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, check the Russos brothers' Twitter.
Oh, God. Man. Yeah. Fucking comic book movies and their bullshit. That's why I'm more excited about, like, the Batman than anything. Because it's just, like, very, like...
Batman is very... Like, the movies I'm excited for are the Batman, the Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
Man 2, Shazam 2, Wonder Woman 3, whenever that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie I've been waiting for all these years, Blackhawks, directed by Steven Spielberg. Because I am a huge fan of the Blackhawks comics.
Right.
Unlike 100% of human populace. Like I have a Blackhawks comic from, like, I think it's the 40s or 50s. The evil Nazi robot.
Right. Yeah, not a...
I mean, this video is gonna get demonetized now because I said Nazi. If you're probably not being monetized, but
no, these videos aren't monetized anyway, so never.
Sorry, I had to say it for the meme.
It's yeah.
Oh wait, I'm gonna be demonetized.
Instead of the normal, like the normal thumbnail I have for these chill streams, I'll just put like a picture of the yellow circle. It's just so they know that it'll be demonetized.
Yeah, I have a long way to go if I ever want to be monetized.
You and me both.
I only have like 15 subscribers. If you combined all of your channels, you'd have a good amount.
Be like maybe over 300, but that still ain't anywhere near like like 1,000 or so, like more than that.
I just don't think a lot of people see my videos. I try to share them as much as possible, but it doesn't get much recognition.
Yeah.
I'll probably still do YouTube once I'm making movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just promote movies.
Yeah.
After the Sherlock Holmes video, I get to do Batman Mask the Phantasm.
Yes.
Which is the next one in my top 10.
Right. I'm
very excited for that.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have a lot to say about that.
Oh yeah. I was trying to think of what my top 10 movies would be, because I have another, like, I have another kind of playlist in development, and I've been just trying to figure out.
Are we still gonna do it? Still gonna do that series where you and Alter show me movies I haven't seen?
Right. You'll just name drop them, and I'm still trying to figure out like a good title, and like a day that we can all do it on.
Movies with Marvel.
Movies.
I basically I just stole that from Movies with Mikey.
What is AJ watching?
AJ matinees. I don't know. Batmanultra7 watches.
AJ Variety Hour.
Call it that.
Oh man, Cosmonaut fans would be super pissed if I used that title.
Do it then, because Cosmonaut is a special person.
Cosmonaut's awesome, and I recommend everybody go watch his channel and all of his videos because they're all great.
Sorry, I know some people hate him, but I haven't really. I think I watched one video.
I really enjoy him.
I haven't watched that much.
I like his stuff.
His DC video, like the problems with DC heroes. I think I saw that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good. I mean, I lean more towards YouTubers like NerdSync, Watchtower Database, HighTop.
Mm-hmm.
Get mad at me, but don't get mad at me, guys. But I love HighTop.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly that you guys, get mad at HighTop for dumb stuff he says on Twitter.
He's just voicing his opinion, guys. Like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah. I mean, just chill out, guys. I think he's a really nice dude, and his videos are really high quality. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, his videos are like the target I'm going for.
Right.
The YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
I love his thumbnails.
Yeah, his thumbnails, like, they're really great. There was one of them I was a little upset about because he changed it, like when he was doing his Raimi SpiderMan trilogy kind of video essays. Yeah. Like he had the thumbnail where it was like all 3 different like Spidey costumes, and then the last one is just him without his mask, and I was just like, well, like.
Oh, were you mad about that?
I was a little bugged about it because it was just like, it was mostly like consistent, where it's just like Spider-Man 1 suit, Spider-Man 2 suit, and then black suit with like the mask on, and it looked awesome. And then he like changed it where it's just like it's just Toby, and it's just like whatever, I'll live with it.
I didn't realize he changed it.
Yeah. Yeah, he had it for like a while before he switched it over to like the one he has now, but
He's probably like I need to screw over that dude, Marvel DC fan.
He's the only one who'll notice. And I did HighTop. Shame on you.
Have you ever seen Patrick Williams?
Yes.
I think he's really good too.
He just came out with a video not too long ago talking about
the Batman the movie.
Yeah.
It was like just yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was a banger.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did make a thumbnail for my Sherlock Holmes video.
Okay.
I put it in the chat. Maybe could you put it in the stream? I don't know.
I might be able to. Okay.
I think it's a pretty good thumbnail.
Wait, you said you put it in the Discord chat?
I'm going to. Just
okay.
1 second. There it is. I think he's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be able to show that off.
Most of my thumbnails are a bit rough.
I need to turn my webcam off. There they go. There it is.
Obviously, this one is a work of art.
That is pretty good, though. I like it.
I thought the font went well with all the writing on the wall. Also, I think that's the best shot, like, probably my favorite shot of the movie.
Right.
Because, man, does Guy Ritchie know his way around.
Right.
Beautiful cinematography.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little sad he's not coming back for Sherlock Holmes 3. Whenever the fuck that movie comes out. Yeah, because it's just like I really loved the first two movies.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, we're finally making Sherlock Holmes 3, but without Guy Ritchie. It was like, well,
I think that's a crime.
that sucks then.
Because Guy Ritchie, one, is a great director, and two, the Sherlock Holmes movies are bangers.
Yeah. Like, he had a hand in shaping those movies, so it feels kind of strange that they wouldn't do it without him.
You think it was because of his lack of success in the past?
Yeah, I can't say, honestly.
You know, with like the Robin Hood movie.
Right.
Adam was good. The best of the live action adaptions and remakes, whatever.
King Arthur, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was King Arthur.
I
never watched.
It's not my cup of tea, honestly, but I liked what he did with Man from U.N.C.L.E. I thought that was really good. But
Didn't that have Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill, and then what's his name? He was gonna play Batman in George Miller's Justice League movie. Oh, wait, hold on.
You're talking about Army Hammer?
Army Hammer, yeah.
You mean the creepo guy?
Yes. Yes, the
the
creepo
cannibal.
man. Oh, god damn
And
it.
I've had a vendetta against Army Hammer since the Lone Ranger.
Oh yeah, right, he was in that. Wow, that
That
movie.
movie. I hate that movie with a burning passion. That hurts because I'm a big Lone Ranger fan. Watched the original show. I read the comics. I read the books.
Yeah, I remember
I
seeing
would
that.
I would love to write and direct a Lone Ranger movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoever has the rights, call me,
Mm-hmm.
and I will write and direct a banger Lone Ranger series.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made up this concept if I were ever to get the rights of some of these older heroes,
Right.
the Lone Ranger, Green Hornet, the Shadow, the Phantom. I think that was all of them. Then they would team up as the Desperados of Dynamo.
Yeah. I would love to see somebody take another crack at Lone Ranger. Also Green Hornet too.
I love both characters, and I think it would be interesting to have all of them together
Mm-hmm.
to fight against some threat.
Right.
It would also be cool to do Doc Savage. Be interesting to me.
Oh yeah.
I generally love westerns and pulp heroes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I find like pulp heroes really interesting because they're not mainstream, but you know, there's people that do know them, and
Also, the Phantom movie is a banger. Has Billy Zane.
right.
It's great.
You ever watched
And Christy Swanson too.
Do you ever watch Dick Tracy at all?
No, but I did watch Patrick Williams' video on it, and I really want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Dick Tracy character, and you want to know something funny? One of my scripts, I introduced a character at this news this news place, this news station or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
where one of my superheroes works at.
Right.
And one of his coworkers is like a bumbling worker who gets himself into trouble all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what his name is?
Who's that?
Tracy. So he'd slowly become the detective that we all know and love. Except I don't know who has the rights to Dick Tracy. It's just a small thing that I wanted to do.
Let's look it up, see if there's anything.
Wait, doesn't Warren Beatty own rights?
Warren Beatty wins lawsuit over Dick Tracy, right? I think she has him.
Guess I gotta buy it off of Warren Beatty.
Years of legal wrangling. U.S. District Court judge has resolved a feud between Warren Beatty and Tribune Co. over ownership of the rights of the 1930s comic strip character Dick Tracy, ruling in Betty's favor. Yeah, yeah, she does own them. Huh?
I gotta buy off of Warren Beatty.
Yeah, it's just like it just strike a deal. Was like, can you license Dick Tracy out to me so I can write a film?
Yeah. Basically, his character would be in some of the Sagittarius movies, and then he would branch off into his own movies.
Mm-hmm.
I told you about Sagittarius, right?
Maybe.
He's my main original superhero. An archer
Mm-hmm.
named Sagittarius.
All right.
His dad was murdered in Japan, where they were, basically they were missionaries in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and his dad was murdered. His mom abandoned him, but he repressed that memory. He thinks both his parents were murdered for a little while, and it turns out his mother was working for the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
And she did some not so good things to him and some other people.
Yeah.
Basically, he returns home and he becomes a superhero.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And that obviously will too be a banger movie
Yes.
franchise.
Absolute banger.
And YouTubers like myself will obviously spend time making videos about it.
You just make a video about your own movie. Go watch it.
Patrick Williams made a video about my own movies.
That would be definitely an honor for sure.
Or if HighTop Films was like Sagittarius is fresh.
It's cinema.
Cinema. Marty certified cinema.
You just make a stamp.
The first Sagittarius movie is gonna be my third movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have this one movie, Conversations with Kevin, be my first movie.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be basically this teenager is about to graduate high school. And the day before graduation, he goes with his best friend and mentor into the city to, kind of find himself. And it's gonna be in black and white until the last scene in the movie where he drives off out of town and it turns to color. Basically, like symbolizing him following his dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Being a filmmaker, which is very subtle. No one will guess it's
say, seems familiar. It's like a certain person I know with the exact same dream.
Yep. The two main characters are named after two of my favorite filmmakers. Characters are Kevin and John, and Smith and John Hughes.
Yeah. And
then the next movie will be Clock Out, which is literally just a dramedy about a guy at a restaurant
Right.
And it's literally just gonna be my experience at Wendy's.
Yes.
And then it's gonna finish with him quitting, the way I wanted to quit.
Yeah. Is that'll be definitely
That one will be really fun.
that'll definitely resonate with the young crowd.
I mean, it'll be kind of like Clerks, and also kind of like. Have you seen Waiting?
Sounds familiar.
With Ryan Reynolds and Justin Long, I think.
I'm just gonna look it up. Wait, 2005 comedy.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
It's a great movie. Very hilarious.
I'll have to check it out, see if I actually remember it at all.
Swifty loves it like I do.
Mm-hmm. What a nerd. You know the nerds.
Guess I'll have to take revenge on you.
You can try.
And then it'll turn into a John Hughes movie.
And by the end, the podcast will disband and all of us will go our separate ways.
Sometime we got to do a podcast in person.
That'd be fun.
Does that mean I have to come to Canada, or are you going to come to the States?
It probably means that I have to come to the States.
Because I can obviously travel all the way to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
For a podcast.
You did just that, nothing else. Like,
Yes.
yeah, that'll.
Imagine if we came to Canada, but it was for Alter's wedding to a Canadian.
That would be super strange.
Very strange.
You're just like dating
I just imagine Alter's like 17, getting married to a Canadian.
I don't know how I'd handle that. I'd just be like, you don't know what you're doing, man. and then
Honestly, I
like
Alter doing this.
Imagine if you woke up one day and Alter just out of the blue messages all three of us. He's like, hey guys, first of all, I'm getting married to this Canadian chick, and also she's pregnant. Like,
yeah,
I feel like my heart would just stop at that minute. I'd just be like, man, what are you doing?
You're so young. Throw my phone across the room.
That would be something.
I could actually see that happening because it's something Alter would do.
And then a month later, it's just like, oh, how's your wife doing? It's like, oh, I dumped that bitch. It's like, what?
That's also something I can see Alter doing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the Alter way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Just dump it and move on.
I can see Alter being like the guy who has 5 marriages.
Mm-hmm. 18 kids, sold at least 3 of them for beer money. man. what a happy life you'll lead.
Yeah. 18 kids and 5 marriages.
One of them is like a dude in drag. So you didn't know that woman had a penis there? It's just
Also something I could see happening.
yeah. He's probably pissed if he ever sees this.
Can't wait for Alter to see this video.
He's just be like, "Why did you say that about me?"
I mean, honestly, based on me knowing Alter, all of this could happen. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things that he'll do,
Alter.
and I can just imagine in my head being like, yeah, he'd probably do that, and just off the bat. So yeah, I knew you were gonna do something like that.
I don't really have any expectations anymore.
No. He's just like, we know him too well to the point where he'll do something outlandish and crazy, and we're just like, oh, that's so him.
Doesn't surprise me anymore.
No.
How did you meet Alter?
I want to say I met him through Slickamoff's Discord server. I met a lot of people through there.
So just like Swifty?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that like I met the both of them through there. And then at some point like me and him did a video together, and it was like it was a piece of shit because like I didn't have a laptop at the time, so I was just like I'll send him some stuff I recorded on my PlayStation 4 and be like, hey, like this is good enough for the video.
That's
just
true.
like, he was just like, yeah, like that's fine.
I didn't know you existed until you made that. You replied to some post about the pop culture pack.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I figured it was like like Alter was starting a podcast or something, so it was just like, when am I going to be on there, dick? He's just like, well, it's not my podcast. I'm like, oh shit.
What did I do?
Yeah, I was just like, oh fuck, where's the delete button on here? And then you tweeted me, and it was just like, we can have you on the show sometime. And I'm like, nah, it's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
And then you ended up doing it.
I did, because I think either you asked me or Alter asked me.
You were automatically terrified.
Yeah. I was just like, oh shit. Because it had been a while. Like,
What have I done?
I was just like, it's like I pretty much fucked myself into a corner here, and it's like now I gotta.
Now that is very descriptive.
Yeah, it's just like now I gotta be on this podcast because I said something.
And then the episode you showed up on was so bad. Like, Alter talked over you the entire time.
Did that video even go out? I don't remember going out.
I think it did.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know, because there were a couple pop culture pack videos that didn't see the light of day. One of them was just me and Swifty. Like you guys weren't there, and I forget why. I want to say you two were busy with something at the time, but
Um,
yeah. But I just remember.
I mean,
Like,
Swifty just stopped doing it.
mm, yeah,
The whole podcast basically just fizzled out over time.
it just died. Like,
Yeah. Which we said was gonna happen, like in episode 2 or something.
mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember one of the last times we ever messaged each other about it. We were just like, say, hey, we should do an episode this week or something. And we're all like, yeah. A month goes by and we're just like, do you guys want to do the podcast still? And we're just like, yeah, like we all want to do it. And then nothing. It's just died.
I was always up for it, but it just never happened.
I was too, but no, like I figured like either you or Alter would say like, okay, let's do it on this day at this time, whatever. And I'd just be like, yeah, let's do that. And then nobody said anything. It's just like, well, it's like, what do we do now? I think it was also because like I was just like, well, it's not my podcast, so like, it's like, so whatever they come up with, then I'll just go along with it, and it'll be fine. But
yeah,
nobody said anything, and just like, all right.
And then eventually, the Pop Culture Pack reunited for Speaking Nerd podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I just figured it was right, I was just like, well,
yeah,
because who knew when we were going to do another one, if we were going to do another one, and then when I brought Alter on, I was just like, well, now we have the full group back together.
the full lineup.
The full lineup. And yeah,
Fun being a more active YouTuber.
mm-hmm.
Even if I only have 55 subscribers.
Right.
Like I've got that Sherlock Holmes video coming out. I have another video, a back pocket.
Right.
But I'm waiting for a thumbnail from Alter. He's super slow.
Yeah.
Like he said he was with family or something. I'm like, family is not important, Alter. The freaking thumbnail.
Yeah, you should know that. I'm just like, do the thumbnail.
I mean,
asshole.
The video is all processed. I just need the stupid thumbnail.
Yeah.
And then I need to edit the Sherlock Holmes video, and then I'll have 2 videos out.
And then there's also the documentary that you're making.
Yes, I'm currently writing that right now.
Which I still need to do my bit for the video.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put out a tweet like by Friday asking if anyone has their segments ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it done on like Tuesday. Like I'll work on it Tuesday and have it ready. And then after that's done, I'll get back to whatever the hell I'm working on.
Do you want to talk about Batman the Brave and the Bold with me?
Sure. I'm down.
Because I want like different people for different segments.
Right.
I think it would be fun to talk to you about talk with you about Batman the Brave and the Bold.
Right.
Maybe I could get James Tucker on. I'll just have to tweet at him.
Yeah.
He's responded to some of my tweets before.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever had an interaction with him on Twitter.
I once got a response from Diedrich Bader as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, Diedrich Bader on the podcast.
That would be awesome. Because even though like nobody talks about him, like my second favorite Batman voice actor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really good as like I really like him a lot as Batman. Like not only just in Brave and the Bold, which is probably the best thing like Batman wise he's done, but also like I really like him in the Harley Quinn like TV series.
Oh yeah.
He's really funny in that too. Um, um, in terms of
I
like
need,
on a
I need to do a
pedestal,
Brave and the Bold video sometime.
mm-hmm. I know Alter said he was gonna do something like with different like Batman cartoons. Um,
Yeah, like a series.
Cause I know, cause me and him were talking about doing like a Where the Batman video together. Like for months now, we've been going back and forth about it, and I think this last time we were chatting, like the three of us, we were. He mentioned doing something related to like Batman cartoons. Like you do like a Brave and the Bold video with you. You do like the like Beware the Batman video with me, and then I don't think he mentioned Swifty, but and I don't think I told him. Like he was like, "What should I do with Swifty?" And I don't think I mentioned like, "How about you do the Batman with him or whatever." But yeah, I don't know. Um, I'll have to message him sometime about that. See how that script is coming along. Probably hasn't gotten any work done on it.
Yeah. I think once I'm done with the top ten movies, it'd be cool to do like retrospective videos for like animated series or even live action TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
They would be pretty long videos, but
Yeah,
it'd be fun to do.
I figured your next step would be like live action shows and then cartoons or
Mm,
something. But
yeah. Like I could do top 10 live action shows, top 10 live action comic book shows. And we all know my picks for that.
mm-hmm.
And then top 10 cartoons.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to.
Obvious Obviously the show ones would be like way longer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the um the movies, I'd probably have to separate them by seasons.
Yeah,
So what were you saying?
I was. I told you earlier about the like I said that I'd done other playlists like I was making where it'd be
Yeah.
like top tens, top fives, that kind of thing. And I have a script ready for one of them, and I've been trying to
Do it then.
figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I'm gonna do it before or after uh, the Arkham Knight video. But I'm like I've been debating on what to do with TV shows, like how I'm gonna tackle them because it's like because I do video games, like review video games. So I want to do movies at some point, which like I'm trying to find like a
Maybe you could bring on the being TV expert
mhm.
YouTuber. Me.
Well, I already know that I have a video with you in mind, or a review in mind with involving Brave and the Bold. Um,
Yes.
but
Am I gonna become the official Batman Brave and the Bold YouTuber?
maybe don't really see a whole lot of other people talking about it, but so
I think like yeah, I mean there's not really anyone because it's super underrated.
I want to find a YouTuber that's solely dedicated to talking about the Legion of Superheroes cartoon.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat because I love that show. Also, I could do a retrospective on Crypto the Super Dog.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That show's a banger. Going through the Arrowverse shows would be fun and painful at the same time, depending on what seasons I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Legends of Supergirl would be like utter pain
Mm-hmm.
on so many levels. Arrow and Flash. Arrow would be fun. Flash would be half and half.
Yeah.
And then Batwoman, I can't do that. I can't do that.
It's a travesty.
For Batwoman, I would just do a like 2-second video. It's bad.
Yeah.
Or I say it's the Batwoman retrospective, and I just say it's bad. The Rickroll.
Yeah. That'd be a fun like April Fool's video.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, now we finally got around to doing the Batwoman retrospective and Rickroll.
Bad.
Yeah.
Someday I should review Rocketeer.
Yeah. I thought about, because I have a list of reviews I want to do, like what games, what movies, whatever, and I was thinking of like some like obscure kind of superhero movies, and Rocketeer is on my list. I'm just like,
I unironically love the Rocketeer.
It's been a long time since I've watched it. Like, not since I was like 7, 8 years old when I first saw it.
Also, this may not be like PC or anything, but that Jennifer Connelly.
Yep.
Yeah, very attractive.
Mm-hmm. You know she's married to Paul Bettany.
I'm gonna kill Paul Bettany now.
It still surprises me, but
But how? Like how though?
I don't know.
I mean, Jennifer Connelly is Jennifer Connelly. Paul Bettany is Paul Bettany.
A robot.
He's practically bald. He's a robot.
Yeah. He's more machine than man. It feels like.
Yeah. I mean, how does he get Jennifer Connelly and Elizabeth? What's her name?
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live in a cruel and unusual world.
We do. How sad.
Have you ever seen the Shadow movie?
Long time ago.
It's the most painful movie experience I've ever had.
It's so weird in hindsight because you're like, oh,
it's truly the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even finish it.
There's a movie I'm thinking of. It's like it's made by Frank Miller. Look at it.
Oh no. What, Sin City?
No.
You know he made a Spirit movie?
That was the movie I was thinking about. It's like, Spirit is
Really?
such a bad movie.
Why would he tarnish the Spirit?
I don't know.
Love the
Because
Spirit.
you didn't give a shit at all. It's just like, there you go.
When does he ever?
Well, he did at one point. Like, we got Dark Knight Returns out of it, and then
I still think Dark Knight Returns and Batman-Year-One are overrated. They're good. They're overrated.
Yeah.
Also, Superman Year-One is trash.
It is
Utter
trash. Yeah.
trash.
It is horrible.
It's like the worst comic I've ever read. Tied with Doomsday Clock.
I don't hate Doomsday Clock, but I can see like why people don't like it so much.
I don't hate Doomsday Clock, but I dislike Doomsday Clock.
Mm-hmm.
Just not that good.
Yeah. You ever read Holy Terror at all?
I have no idea what that is.
That's another Frank Miller book where it's
I'm not big on Frank Miller.
it's probably for like the best.
I prefer writers like Denny O'Neil is really good.
Mm-hmm. What about like Jeff Loeb?
Jeff Loeb is great. I love Jeff Loeb. Like
Yeah.
Long Halloween, his Spider-Man Blue.
Batman Hush.
I love Batman Hush. That was Jim Lee, right?
Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb.
Did that too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Jeff Loeb just secretly wrote all the best Batman stories.
Yeah. I like him a lot when he's doing comic books. I don't like the fact like when he's like producing TV shows and all that because
he produced TV shows.
Like he was one of the people in charge of like the whole like Agents of Shield, like Inhumans sort of thing. Like he was a part of that.
Shows?
Yeah, the bad shows. Yeah.
Though he did write some episodes for Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cinema right there.
Yeah.
He's a great writer.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I enjoy him a whole lot more when he's like on the kind of comic book side of things, because when he writes, and we know from experience, like when he writes stuff like Long Halloween, and
which
like,
is a classic.
It's one of my favorites for sure. I love Long Halloween.
I think Spider-Man Blue is the best Spider-Man story.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
And it's that bad Spider-Man writer. Darn it, I forgot his name.
Dan Slott.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dan Slott can suck it. I mean, he's a trash writer, and he's a pretty trash person.
I liked him up until like after he finished Superior Spider-Man. Like that's when things really started to go downhill and just
True.
Yeah. But I did really like Superior Spider-Man, Spider Island, and
they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Not my favorites, but they're pretty good.
Yeah, it's just he has some
like
I guess some good stuff, but
my favorites are Spider-Man Blue, The original Steve Ditko and Stan Lee stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the 80s had a lot of good Spider-Man.
I know.
Like 80s and 70s.
Yeah, I know Swifty really likes Todd McFarlane, like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he's really good. Todd McFarlane's really good in general.
Mm-hmm.
Spawn is really solid.
Yeah. I prefer him more as an artist than a comic book writer because
Absolutely.
like even Spawn, like early Spawn is like really trash and like, it's not good at all.
He's a better artist than he is a writer.
Yeah.
Which is true of a lot.
Yeah. Like he's definitely like one of my top 5 like favorite Spidey artists of all time.
Yeah,
He's done some
I
incredible
love
stuff.
the art he did.
Yeah. But but in terms of actually writing Spider-Man, nah, not so much.
Yeah. Jeff Loeb though.
He's done a lot of really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't talk about him so much, but I really like J. Michael Straczynski on Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten into as much of his stuff, but I've heard a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, he's done some really really good stuff, and he's done some really bad stuff, but like
What decade was that again?
like early 2000s.
Right. He write during
He wrote up until
the cursed One More Day.
He wrote up until One More Day. Yeah.
I hate One More Day with a burning passion.
You and me both.
Honestly, that's probably the worst comic in all of existence.
Yeah. It's it's such a piece of shit.
Like, all the people who worked on that should just be ashamed of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's utter trash.
Mm-hmm.
That and Since Past.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyone who likes Since Past should be revoked of the life.
It's awful. It's terrible.
Those are the 2 worst Spider-Man comics, and probably the 2 worst comics in all of existence. I'm not sure which one I hate more. Probably Since Past, for the obvious reasons.
I would say One More Day is worse, but like they're pretty neck and neck in terms of
I mean,
like
because of the thing I will not mention in Sin's Past, it just hurts me even just this much more.
yeah, that kind of thing. Like you can retcon that away, like depending on like you can just ignore that completely. One More Day literally took away Peter and MJ's marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So
which was a really dumb
yes
choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I generally hate stuff like that. I mean, I love the DC universe with all of its many reboots. But I like for things to stay the same generally.
Mm-hmm.
I like to have the story to have some progression towards something.
One of my biggest
and not for one of the biggest things in the character's history just disappear.
Mm-hmm. One of my biggest pet peeves is when like they start something really massive that'll change a character significantly, and then at the last minute it's just like, nope, we're just gonna completely forget about it, and like
it's what the comics do every time.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm still mad about the build up to Bruce and Selina's marriage, and then at the last minute it's just like, nope, fuck you then.
I understand why that got people mad. I never thought they were gonna get married. I honestly didn't read it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is kind of dumb. So, who cares? He's kind of making up for it in that Bat and the Cat miniseries.
I haven't read it at all, and honestly,
pretty good.
Yeah.
It has Phantasm, so that'll keep me interested.
Is it still going on, or did they wrap that up?
I think it's still going on. I haven't been to a comic shop in too long. Because I mean, I had the whole COVID thing in February, and that threw me off.
If it is still going on, I think we're just gonna wait till it's all wrapped up. So then,
get the book.
Yeah, because as I was talking about with Iron Ninja like not too long ago, I'm more of a trade paperback kind of person rather than.
Like, I'm the opposite, actually.
Yeah.
I'm a big collect the single issues guy.
I tried to be I tried to collect single issues, but it's
I have way too many single issues. I've almost all of the Strange Adventures issues, but I'm missing a few, obviously. And I have most of the Adventures Continues, even though that's the bane of my existence.
Right.
I mean, guys, you had the biggest chance to make something great, but
and then you fucked it up.
It's still a good thing, but it's just really disappointing. I just don't know what happened there. I just don't think it was a very good decision to bring Jason Todd in the continuity.
Right.
Be like, oh wait, Jason Todd happened during the Lost Years. That doesn't make any sense. Batman is a sociopath. He shouldn't have taken on another Robin because the last one died.
Yeah.
And that's straight negligence there, especially since Drake gets tortured by the Joker. Turn the Joker flashback.
Right.
So that just makes Batman look way worse than he did.
Yes.
Because one of his Robins died, and then the other one was tortured by the Joker. Perpetrated by the same person.
You think Batman at one point would just be like, all right, I've had enough of this shit, and just snaps the Joker's neck?
Honestly, I probably would have done it after Barbara.
Yeah.
Or at least shot Joker in the leg, paralyze him. Honestly, that would solve all your problems without killing the Joker.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could always do that thing like they did in Knights of Tomorrow, where, it's It's an older Joker, but he's still like in a flying wheelchair or something. So
Okay, you could always put him in a cryostasis or whatever.
mhm.
He's not dead, but
I was
he's
I was
not
gonna
doing
say
anything.
like you could paralyze him from the neck down, but then he'll probably just snap his own neck like he did in Dark Knight Returns.
At that point, it's not your fault.
Yeah, but the cops won't really know the difference because they're all idiots. So,
Yeah,
but
except for our buddy Jim,
mhm.
and Bullock is pretty good.
Yeah,
How come we've never gotten the live action Montoya? I think that's a crime.
was she not in Birds of Prey?
Never seen it.
Wait, hold on.
She's a great character, though.
Prey. I could have. Oh yeah, she is in Birds of Prey. Okay.
She is?
Yeah.
By who?
Uh. I gotta look up a cast list. God damn it. Rosie Perez as
No
Joy
idea who
Namath.
that is.
Yeah. I haven't watched Birds of Prey since it came out in theaters, and even then I was like, it's fine.
I was never interested enough to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two movies I don't end up watching. One, my parents do not want me to watch them, or oh, not interested enough to watch it. I just
Right.
don't watch it.
Right.
First one is more reoccurring, but you know.
Yeah. As we well know, and we'll make a video
Mhm.
series about.
Yeah. Just don't show it to my parents, or I'm screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll never figure it out. They'll never see my videos about it.
Turned 18 in September, and the only Martin Scorsese movie I've ever seen is Hugo.
Yeah.
Just imagine how painful that is.
It was definitely weird on the episode, like when we did the podcast and we talked about it. It was weird for all of us. But yeah. Anyway, be sure to tune in for that playlist whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
I think for fun, what we're gonna do is go like episode. We'll go like a certain topic or a certain like filmmaker or whatever. So first video will be like Martin Scorsese films, and then the next one will be
so
whatever else.
So are we gonna watch the movies during it, or do I have to watch it before it?
No, we're gonna list a name of films and we're gonna see which ones you've seen and haven't seen.
Oh, I've only seen one. Scorsese.
Yeah. And they're gonna eat you alive in the comment section.
I mean, like, let's look at the movies he's made. A Taxi Driver, that's a no-no. Um, Goodfellas, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of Martin Scorsese movies are like to my parents. Oh, I did watch She's All That last night.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like a classic. Plus Rachel Lake Hook.
Right.
Man,
Yeah. Good stuff.
what can I say?
As a film connoisseur, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got to figure out when we're actually doing them. But
I mean, like the way I did the Sherlock Holmes video essay or whatever. I just watched the movie and wrote down stuff.
yeah.
The Zodiac video was not very well done. That's what I'll say.
I was gonna ask about it because I was looking through the other day, like just trying to find videos to watch, and I could not find the Zodiac video anywhere. And I almost
Is it not on there?
I thought about asking. He was like, "Did you take it down or something?" Let me go through the channel.
It's not like when you look at the home of my channel, see it. But I think if you look at the videos, you can see it. Because I think it demonetized. If I could be monetized. Because it had like a copyright claim or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay, that's fantastic. Still has likes and views and comment on it, so I don't know.
Sure it's not private or anything?
I didn't make it private.
Huh, how strange.
But again, I don't think it was very good because I didn't rewatch Zodiac for it. That was all I wrote down. I mean, that was scripted, but I didn't rewatch it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way I did the Sherlock Holmes video was a lot better.
Because you actually watched the damn movie.
Yeah, I mean, just I watched it and I wrote down stuff through the entire thing.
Right.
I mean, I wrote it like an essay too. Like I had a main idea or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I called it Sherlock Holmes Film Literature.
Strange.
Did you see my new video?
The return of the coffee table conversation.
Yeah.
I did watch it. Yeah.
16 views.
I was waiting for that fucking video for months. So you and Swifty are gonna try and go weekly on that, or?
Hopefully. Still, my best videos are the Die Hard video and the Steve Orlando interview.
Right.
62 and 61.
Yeah.
honestly, I'm proud of the Die Hard video because it was edited pretty well.
Mm-hmm. In my head, it's just like the interview you did with me. It'll get up there in views, I'm sure.
I don't think I had enough questions for yours.
Yeah, yeah. And I know. I think I pointed that out right after we finished recording. It was just like
You got 6 likes though.
6 likes. Yeah.
I mean that's pretty good for.
That's yeah.
YouTube.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm gonna try to do more interviews, but I need more people.
Have you thought about who you might be interviewing next?
I'm trying to figure that out. Cool to interview some YouTubers.
I was thinking, like, as a suggestion. I mean, you don't have to do this, but it's like maybe like interview like Swifty and then Alter and yeah.
But also, Degenerate J is on my speed dial.
Yeah, that'll be just an idea for sure. I'm sure he'd be up for it also.
Because I mean, when I tried to get him on the Batman documentary, he was like, "Sure, you're a cool dude, and I'm up for it."
Yeah. Well, like I said, for the documentary, I'm gonna try and get that worked on this week and get that whole segment you wanted me to do finished.
I mean, we could do we could do Discord for that one.
Yeah. Well,
unless you think we should do separate videos. I'm not sure how I should do it.
Well, the way that I figured was you were gonna have me and whoever else was in the video send like clips in of what you asked what you asked me to do for the video, which I was fine enough doing, but like whatever works. Like
yeah, I was just mainly talking about the Batman Brave and the Bold part.
Yeah, we can do that on Discord or whatever else.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting undertaking.
Right. For sure it is.
Good thing is I won't have to script some stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Arkham section, they can just do it their own way. Because it'll be... I've got Degenerate J, Irigen, Luke Waynes. Don't have Slickmoth quite yet, but...
It must be really hard to nail down.
I mean, I got most of the group, but... Plus I've got Swifty for that, too.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have Watchtower Database as a possibility. So, we'll see about that.
Mm-hmm. I am out of things to say. I don't know what else to talk about.
Me too.
So I guess we should just end off already.
It's 11.
Yeah. We're pretty out of it, and I guess we pretty much got a whole bunch of points off the talk about.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, gonna try and do another one of these streams Wednesday, probably like Wednesday night, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But don't know if I'm gonna have anybody on with me, but we'll see what happens.
So you got this impromptu one.
Yeah, this impromptu stream. But anyway, have a great night. Thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for whatever video I have planned for this week, and also
Indeed, stay tuned.
yeah, and whatever AJ has planned for his channel, if he decides to upload anything this week, we'll see. But
including the Sherlock Holmes video.
yeah, but take care, everybody.